Hello, everyone. The Warm back again. And before I do anything, I'd like to say feel free to skip ahead maybe 5-10 minutes or so into the future, because I'm gonna talk a bit, I guess, about last time. It's been a little while since I played last, and I've cooled down since then. But I just want to talk about the experience a bit, because it was, well, it's not like I don't get frustrated at games. Certainly I do. I'd say I even have a pretty... I think I can be a bad loser at times, that's just something I have to deal with. But I do want to say it was somewhat interesting. This is obviously, as I've said in the past, this is the first time I'm doing a Let's Play. First time I'm ever recording myself and putting it somewhere, And so I feel like that experience of knowing I'm being recorded kind of melded with my natural frustration and made me a bit impatient. And combine that with the fact that this is Danganronpa, and it feels like it's a high stakes sort of situation, and I'm timed, and I don't always get it. It was a lot of things at once, and it made me kind of upset, I guess. And on top of making me feel stupid at times, it makes me think whether I should have chosen Danganronpa for my first ever Let's Play. And I don't think I'll stop. I do want to finish it, because above all else, I tend to enjoy the story, and I tend to enjoy the characters, and I like I'm affected when I see these characters get killed, or when they go through these situations, and I think it's weird. Like it's what little gameplay this game has tends to get in the way of my enjoyment a bit. It's kind of strange, I guess. Like if this were... I've played the Ace Attorney games, not all of them, but I really enjoy them. And they also have some obscure answers, but at least in those situations I could take my time and try to figure things out. Here it's with that constant timer, it just felt off, I guess. So because this is the first time I'm doing something like this, I don't really know if I should apologize, or if everyone just expects moments of frustration from people who do this. I don't know. But let me talk about about that answer real quick, just before I move on. The answer was, it was a swimsuit tied up, filled with gravel, that was used as the murder weapon. And I'm just trying to follow the thread of logic here, and I might be wrong, certainly. But that would indicate to me that murder was like really premeditated, right? Like, did she had to have the swimsuit on her, and what did she like start a fight with the girl and then in the middle of it put the gravel in the swimsuit? I don't think so. She must have already done that, right? So why was the fish tank smashed on the floor? Like that seemed to indicate like it happened in a scuffle or something. So she must have like beforehand grabbed the gravel and put it in the swimsuit and tied it up, because the girl wouldn't have just waited while she did that, right? So I'm just having some trouble putting the order of events, right? Maybe I'm just trying to justify my inability to get it. I guess my conclusion from that is that she we're talking about Girl E, Sato, right? So Sato was prepared. She had a story she was going to go with beforehand. She had the swimsuit prepared to use as the murder weapon and then get rid of it, I guess. I guess it makes sense. I think I've used the word obtuse a few times, and it feels that way to me. So I gotta remind myself, to, take deep breaths at times, and, I'm sure other people have said this, but I gotta think outside the box, right? And that's a, cliched thing to say, but with things like Ace Attorney and with this sort of game, you really gotta reach sometimes for an answer, because, well, I don't know. I'm not gonna really change how I do things. I hope those sorts of situations don't occur too often, or if they do, I hope I can handle them better. But hopefully we're back on track. We're getting out of, or at least I hope we're getting out of the game. Excuse me, the video game in the video game. What am I saying? The murder mystery within the murder mystery. I hope we're moving on to Mahiru soon. Otherwise, well, I'll deal with it. Let me stop rambling, and we can actually hear what this important talk that Nagito wants to begin. So, ramble done. Let's do this.
Girl E had someone who can be called an accomplice. That person was actually Girl D.
Okay, I actually was not seeing this coming. Girl D, Mahiru. Well, really? Because Girl D confronted Girl E with the photos, right? Okay, I'm interested. Let's go.
Girl D, you're talking about Mahiru, right?
Huh? Mahiru is the accomplice? What is this? What does that mean?
Yeah, I did not see this either. What does this mean?
The piece of face that became an important clue in the music room murder. Girl D got rid of it.
Oh, did she? Oh.
And apparently the reason Girl E committed murder in the first place.
Yes, I got that part.
Girl D.
Man, I was going quick, wasn't I? I just did not pick up on some things. I did not pick that up. I guess I should just apologize, because I'm not, I'm just not reading carefully. I need to concentrate more. That's my bad.
Girl D was being harassed by the victim. Girl E found out and tried to stop it, and they ended up getting into an argument.
And she felt a rush of anger and ended up killing her.
Really? But that would seem to suggest that she just had her swimsuit on her, and in the middle of a struggle, she grabbed gravel, put it in the swimsuit, and killed her with it. See that?
But she should have had a clear murderous
Yes.
intent. I mean, she choked her out and then bludgeoned her to
Okay.
death.
So, yeah. That makes more sense. Okay, so you're saying she yes, choked her out, made her unconscious, then planned out the rest of it. I see.
She probably made her unconscious by accident. And from there, she couldn't go back.
Okay.
I somewhat understand that feeling.
How so?
You can?
Yeah.
That's pretty scary.
It's kind of out of left field.
But Girl E was also killed by someone on the 4th day, or the game's last day. I might as well ask just in case. Who do you think killed Girl E?
Well, Guy F had clear motive, and whoever did it was saying the stuff he was saying. Monokuma.
I see!
Yeah.
It should have been Guy F.
Yeah.
A scenario where Guy F murders Girl E out of a burning, hellfire desire to avenge his murdered sister.
That does seem to be the case. So now that it's been told, I totally missed that Girl D said she hid the vase. But that would indicate, yes, somewhat of an accomplice. And so I can now see Fuyuhiko is much more of a suspect now than he was before, because he may have wanted revenge on the accomplice as well. So now I can see an angle for pinning it on him.
But Guy F is... What? It's just a story in a video game, isn't it?
Well, we can hope.
That's all you can say. If that game is telling the truth, it'd be a huge problem for you.
Oh yeah.
Hey, clear this up for me. Those of you who appeared as characters in the game, do you remember this incident?
That is... I'm terribly sorry, but...
They don't remember. That's obvious. Because their school memories were like totally stolen.
Mm-hmm.
Even if I don't remember, I already know. It's obvious that guy is the killer.
Why do you say that? Did you witness it?
No one would kill a nice person like Mahiru besides a piece of shit menace to society like Fuyuhiko.
I don't know about
Girl
that.
E and Mahiru were killed by that guy.
You sure do talk a lot of shit. Well, I'm used to it by
Well,
now.
she does.
But does Mahiru's murder have anything to do with that game? Perhaps the two are unrelated.
No, they're related. Yes. Do I say metal bat or do I say... I think I just say metal bat, right? Yes.
I can prove it with this.
Yep.
I'm not sure the two events are unrelated. At the very least, the killer has definitely
Because
played the game.
would Fuyuhiko even, would he, well, he could be putting on a front and saying, you know, the game's nonsense. I just have trouble seeing why he would arrange it exactly like, the game, right? I don't see Seonji or Fuyuhiko doing that. That's the part that makes me like think it's Chiaki, that it was arranged specifically to look like that.
As proof,
Still don't
Mahiru,
get that
who was
mask.
killed in the beach house, and Girl E, who was killed in the game, were both killed by a blow to the head with a metal bat.
Yes, and they were arranged similarly, but I'm sure we'll get to that later.
There's no way we can ignore that connection.
Someone must have wanted to split her head open the exact same way they avenged the first victim.
Yeah, but that'd be too obvious, right? Like for Fuyuhiko, I mean, that'd be too... Like, why would the method...
Hey, why don't you confess already?
You're the one who killed Mahiru, right?
I don't think so.
You better cut that out right now! There is no way a stupid game could be the motive!
You're dumb enough to believe that stupid game, and that's why you killed her as revenge!
If you keep making up your mind like that, we're just going to go around in circles.
Mm.
And it's true, Fuyuhiko may look suspicious.
Yeah. See?
Don't you think that'd be too obvious?
We're on the same wavelength here.
What did he...
I mean, there's a possibility that it's a trap set by the true
That's what
killer.
I'm saying. But of course, the fact that they're bringing it up when it's still pretty early in the trial means that it's still an open question.
Trap? What do you mean?
No, don't tell me Seonji arranged it that way. Because she's acting nervous like this. It makes me think she... No, don't tell me
The
that.
true killer played that game, and most likely found out about the relationships between the characters. That person could be using that knowledge to try to set up Fuyuhiko.
Are you saying that a completely different killer murdered Mahiru and used the game motive as their cover?
Yes. It's the fact they're bringing this up that makes me worried that it's not the case, though.
Isn't that what happened, Hiyoko?
I don't think it's Hiyoko either, though.
Huh?
We know you were there, Hiyoko. We got your footprints and we saw the gummy bears in the closet.
Don't
We know you were there.
understand? I'm saying you might be the true killer.
What is this? Like, I can only laugh.
We have evidence.
What are you even saying, you nasty toilet clogging
No,
bitch?
you don't get to say that now. Let's see. Footprints on the beach. Yes, that's gonna be what it
What are
is.
you saying, you four-eyed troll? Accusing me of killing Mahiru? You're so mean!
Why do you doubt Hiyoko? Do you know where Hiyoko was today? She was at the beach house, the scene of the crime.
Oh.
Damn it!
Oh, that's saying I disagree.
What are you saying, you four-eyed troll? Accusing me of killing...
Why do you doubt Hiyoko? Do you know where Hiyoko was today? She was at the beach house, the scene of the crime.
Yes.
But I didn't go to the beach house.
I mixed up the
No, that's
agree
wrong.
disagree thing. There we go.
Wait a minute. You should have been at the beach house, Hiyoko.
Seriously, I told you I didn't.
Yes, you did.
But these footprints in the sand.
And we saw you
beneath the
from the
beach house.
diner too, so
Aren't they yours?
it's super triple confirmed.
I don't have such ugly footprints. They're probably Nikon's based on how ugly they
You
are.
seriously need to stop.
Don't decide that based on ugliness.
Huh. They're not Hiyoko's footprints?
And Nakito
Strange.
went a bit stalkery and got everyone's shoe
The
prints.
footprint I collected from your room matches these footprints perfectly.
I mean, we could technically say, what if he... Like, we're just going off Nagito's word that those are true, right? He could have faked them. He could have drawn it from the beach thing and then just said it's correct. But I'm not sure the game's going to go that far, so I'll just take his word for it, I guess.
Collected?
There's plenty of other
Gave you
evidence.
permission to collect that, you nasty pedo?
Why are you calling him that? You're of age, aren't you? You're in high school. Well, not. I hope you're of age. I will say that.
Plus, the footprints left in the sand were facing away from the beach house, which means when the owner of these footprints went inside the beach house, they used a different entrance.
A different entrance? Are you talking about the door facing the road that Mahiru's body was in?
And thus before the murder took place, right?
Are you saying when that person went inside the
Yeah.
beach house, the body hadn't appeared yet?
The door was still accessible when they went in, and wasn't when they left.
Which means something happened in between those two events. Isn't that right, Hiyoko?
That seems to be the case.
Ah, I remember now. I remember when I went to the beach house.
Yes, because you wanted to meet with Mahiru, right?
So you finally decided to confess.
I'm pretty sure you guys already know this, but going for walks in the morning is my daily routine.
Oh, so she's not gonna admit it.
I've never heard of that daily routine before. And that's when I went to the beach house. I went there on my morning walk.
I see. If you went there during your morning walk, that doesn't have anything to do with the case at
Come
all.
on, Akane. You need to keep up.
Don't believe her so easily, dumbass. She's obviously lying.
Huh? It's a lie?
Probably, yes.
People who call other people liars are usually liars themselves.
I don't think that's true. Maybe if they do it too much, but...
If you say I'm lying, prove it. Can you even prove that I'm lying?
Yes.
There's no way.
Don't we have that note? Yes. I guess she doesn't know we have that note. Letter on Mahiru.
I did go to the beach house, but only during my morning walk.
Is this... Yes.
No, that's wrong.
See, when it's...
Only during
Was-
your morning walk, huh? Will you still claim that after you take
I
a
don't
look
wanna-
at this letter?
I don't want to harp on it again, but sometimes I feel like I'm on track and I can totally follow the logic. It was just that one thing I couldn't follow last time. But okay.
That letter! It's the one Mahiro had, right?
Now here's the question: did she really write that? Let's see her reaction.
I see. So Hiyoko was able to arrange a meeting with Mahiru by exchanging letters with her.
What is that letter? I'm serious. I don't know.
Yes. Now here, that's interesting. That actually does seem like a somewhat genuine reaction from her. So it could be the case that someone forged it.
Oh, snap. I remember now.
Considering,
I totally
didn't it say also? Let's see. Hang on. I was going to tell you in person, but I couldn't find you. So, let's try. Okay, so this is interesting. Look at this. Look at this. The fact that I'm not going to tell you in person. So it's because I'm not going to tell you in person. So if this is someone forging a letter, that's obvious, right? That's why they're sending a letter and it's not Saionji who Saionji was meeting with Mahiru one-on-one for like the whole day, or the previous day, right? And then this part right here. Until then, let's try not to see each other for a while. So even if Mahiru had a question about this, they said, whoever wrote this said, let's not see each other. And so Saionji, there wouldn't have been an opportunity for Mahiru and Saionji to realize that Saionji didn't send this. That's interesting. That's interesting. Alright. No, but she did go, didn't she? At 2:30. No. Saionji was at the beach house at 2:30. We saw her run away at 3. Maybe I put... I guess, okay. Could be faked, or could be me overthinking it. Because we did see her. That's right. We did see her run away.
Me and Hajime met up at the diner around 3 p.m. to go to the beach.
Yeah, okay. I could have just overthought that.
I saw you about 30 minutes later, so it should have been around 3:30 p.m.
Oh, at 3:30. Wait, did it say change times? Hang on, let me see that again. Change the place and time. We saw her at 3:30. I thought for some reason I was remembering 3. We got there at 3. We saw her at 3:30. I need more. I need more.
So if she met Mahiru at 2:30 p.m., killed her, then ran away afterward.
Yeah, but that's half an hour to wait to run away.
I think 3:30 p.m. is a reasonable time for you to have witnessed Hiyoko.
That's like an hour. So she killed her and then waited an hour to run?
You're wrong! You're totally wrong!
Now that you mention it, you also passed by the diner, Fuyuhiko. So you should have seen Hiyoko too, right?
When did Fuyuhiko show up? I can't remember.
I didn't. It's just a coincidence that I passed by the diner. I wasn't even paying attention to the beach house.
No, I think you were there too.
I went straight back to my
'Cause
cottage after I saw you guys. I
we
didn't see
als-
anyone during that time.
We also have your letter.
For some reason, that sounds suspicious too.
It
It's
is.
the truth. Deal with it.
Just leave him alone. It'd be a waste of time to question
Nope.
him any further.
We have evidence.
Anyway, that letter in Kazuichi's testimony says it all. You were meeting up with Mahiru at the beach house.
Seriously? I don't know! I didn't even write that letter!
I'm like 60-40. She didn't write it. That's kind of where I'm at right now.
I'm telling the truth! I really don't know!
Is she really crying? Or is she faking it?
It's hard to tell, right?
She's probably faking it.
We can assume she summoned Mahiru with the intention of killing her all along.
I see. I keep wanting to compare it back to the Danganronpa one with Mondo and what's his name, Ultimate Moral Compass, and that their quickly formed relationship felt so genuine, partly because of the voice actors were able to really, you know, put their all in it. You know, those you know what? I'm gonna look it up. Yeah. I need to. Come on, where are you? Where are you? Kiyutaka Ishimaru. That's it. His pain at the whole thing. It was terrible, but it was also great. And so that, just from that experience, it makes me. It doesn't seem as quick or as well. It's as quick, but Mahiru and Saionji don't feel as intense as that was. But I want to believe in it a bit, right? And Saionji's she's very rude, but it seems too cold-blooded even for her to have done that.
That's why she wrote a letter to let her know where to meet, so the others wouldn't find out. And then you went ahead to the beach house, hid yourself in a specific place, and waited for Mahiru.
I can see that Ms. Pekoyama has been paying attention to the evidence too.
There's evidence for that too.
Yep. Yes, it is. Right there.
The place where Hiyoko was hiding. Are you talking about the closet?
Excuse me.
Yes, that's right. The gummy candy we found on the floor is the evidence.
What if that was planted, though? Look, Hiyoko, Saionji. The only way you're gonna get out of this is if you tell us the truth. You need to tell us you walked in, you saw the body, and you ran. You need to tell us that.
Yoko, your favorite candy is gummies, correct?
What's a gummy? I've never eaten
Okay, that's
something
a
like
lie.
that before.
I have captured the true character of this mystery. Hiyoko, who summoned Mahiru to the beach house, hid inside the closet like a familiar. When she saw her chance, she attacked her like an evil spirit and left the beach house like a swift wind.
Well, no, because then an hour passed, right? 2:30 to 3:30.
But Hiyoko miscalculated that Mahiru's body would be blocking the door at that time.
Wait, what?
Because of that, she was only able to leave.
Oh, I
each
see.
side
I see.
door
Yes.
And
Yes.
ended up leaving her footprints.
But again, an hour.
We have presented the proof. My 4 dark devas of destruction didn't even need to come out.
It's a trap! This is obviously someone's trap!
It might be.
Who's someone? Whose trap is it?
We need to get to the bottom of it.
It must be that one person. You know, the one with the mask, maybe?
Did you put that mask there?
The one with the mask? There was a suspicious mask at the beach house, right? Whoever was wearing that could be the real killer.
Maybe.
You're the one who wore that mask and killed Mahiru, right?
There's no way I'd wear such a childish mask. Is your brain fried or something?
That is right. It cannot be Hyoko. That mask belongs to Sparkling Justice.
But Sonia, you get that other people can wear masks, right?
Huh? Sparkling what now?
I swear, if we get another genocide Jill situation, well, I don't think I'll be mad, but I think I'll be surprised that we're doing the same thing
That
again.
mask says it all. Sparkling Justice is hiding on this island.
Boy, wouldn't that be incredible.
Which means the legendary serial killer Sparkling Justice is the one who killed Mahiru.
Why you? If you continue to say such foolish things, I shall tear you limb from limb.
Calm down, Gundam.
Don't blame Miss Sonia. It's just a difference between cultures. Culture shock, you know?
I don't know if that's what this is.
Yoko, why don't you just admit it already? You're being
Ignored.
unreasonably stubborn.
It's all in your head!
It's not really.
Oh, why can't you understand? I'm not the killer!
Then you need to be honest with us. Yeah, there's some strange things. Let's see if I can figure this out. I know there's weird stuff. Flipping stuff. Trash can is definitely weird.
I shall render my verdict upon this mystery's conclusion.
Let's see what we can. What other
Hiyoko
different
is the
things
sinner
are.
who killed Mahiru.
I'm telling you, it's a trap!
There's no doubt. You went to the beach house, right?
That is...
The truth.
And weren't you also hiding in the closet?
She was probably.
So that's when you dropped the gummy. You waited for your chance to kill Mahiru. And afterward, you fled from the beach house.
At the time, the door facing the road was blocked by the body. So you were forced to flee from the beachside entrance.
And that's how you left your footprints.
Let's see. Yeah.
I shall render my verdict upon this mystery's conclusion. Hiyoko is the sinner who killed Mahiru.
What does Killer's escape route say? Oh, that's not related. I didn't see any of those statements related to that. Oh, hang on. Let's look at the gummy bag. Gummy bag. Strawberry, melon, grape, orange. None of those are yellow, right? That's red, green and red, purple, and orange. None of those are yellow. That was inside of Hyoko's room. I think I see something. I think I see something.
That is...
And weren't you also hiding in the closet? So that's when you dropped the gummy. No, that's wrong.
Yes. I can think outside the box. I'm not that incompetent.
About that gummy, did Hyoko really drop it?
Yeah. Ooh, okay, I'm getting it. I'm getting there.
The only one childish enough to eat gummies is that midget over there.
Oh, that's such a small mistake. Oh no. That's such a... See, this is where Danganronpa, and games like this, like Ace Attorney, it's like, what is it in Ace Attorney? Like, lies beget more lies. It's like one mistake, and that's it, man. That's, ooh. And when you get on that trail, it just, oh. Let's do this, yeah. Here we go.
Too, you know. You're the one who worries about never getting taller.
It's true Hyoko likes to eat gummies, but she only eats a specific brand.
Ooh.
The brand of gummies you eat only have strawberry, melon, grape, and orange flavors, right?
I need to remember, I need to read the truth bullets carefully.
But what about the lemon flavor? The gummy at the crime scene was yellow, so it obviously looked like it was lemon flavored. Huh? That gummy is yellow?
Yeah. So come on, Seonji. Give us the story. You need to tell us.
It's not mine! The ones I eat don't have any yellow gummies!
Yes.
That's right. None of the gummy bags in her cottage had any yellow ones.
Then we can't assume Hyoko is the one who dropped that yellow gummy.
Uh-huh.
See? Didn't I tell you? It's definitely a trap!
Starting to look that way.
Damn it! Who would set a trap like this?
But you were there, right? We saw you running from there.
I'll get my revenge! I'm gonna bop you on the head with all my might!
Hold on, you little bitch! You think you're in the clear just because of a little gummy? Don't be stupid. I'm not done backing you into a corner yet.
Okay, let's see what this is. Footprints, yellow gummy, amber, gummy bag. Becomes autopsy report. Okay, let's hear what he has to say.
We're not done with Hyoko yet.
Fair enough.
There's still a huge piece of evidence left.
Let me hear it.
You're talking about the footprints near the beach house, right?
Yeah?
It's true. That's an important piece of evidence.
Yeah,
And
I
we
think
can
she was
thank
there.
Mahiru for it.
What does that mean?
Mahiru used her last ounce of strength and
Blocked the
No.
door to the road.
Nope.
Thanks to her.
Nope, that's wrong.
We have the evidence we need.
Nope, that's wrong.
That's wrong!
It is wrong.
I left those footprints during my morning walk!
Oh, I don't know about that.
We're not done with Hyoko
I think it's
yet.
Akane's statement.
There's still a huge piece of evidence left.
You're talking about the footprints near the beach house.
It's true. That's an important. And we can thank Mahiru for it.
What does that mean?
Mahiru used her last ounce of strength and
No, that's wrong.
Yes, she was dragged there. Because it was an instant death.
Mahiru didn't block the door. Her death was instant.
Someone posed her, like the game.
Instant death? According to my autopsy, yes. There's no doubt that Mahiru died instantly.
Mikan coming in with the save. Again.
If you keep making shit up, I'll fucking kill you!
Fuyuhiko, this is not good for your case if you act like this.
I'm sorry.
Fuyuhiko, you cannot do that. Only a coward threatens women.
Especially if it looks like especially when it makes him look like he's being backed into a corner.
I'm pretty sure her death was instant, too. I mean, her injury was only a single blow. That's why Mahiru isn't the one who blocked the door. Someone else used her body to block it.
Someone else?
The killer, of course. They're the one who blocked the door with Mahiru's body.
Yep.
That's why there were bloody drag marks left on the floor.
But why did the killer block the door?
Just ask Kyoko. She's the killer after all.
Seriously, that's not true.
Let's assume Hiyoko is the killer. Wouldn't that mean she's also the one who dragged the body?
I believe so.
If she handled a body that bloody, I think her clothes or skin would have been stained with blood.
Unless she had a spare, what is it, kimono with her at the time? Or a towel or something.
When I saw her, she was...
I mean, it is
She was clean.
it's the beach house, right? Maybe there was a towel or something, but yeah.
See? I told you I wasn't the killer.
But if there's a towel, it wouldn't have been on the floor, I guess, either. So.
Yay! With this, my innocence has been proven.
Okay, don't celebrate that much yet.
I won't let you look down on me. We haven't decided that yet.
Hey, Fuyuhiko. Why do you keep insisting that Hiyoko is the killer?
Shut up! I'm telling you, she's the killer! That little bitch is definitely the killer!
Fuyuhiko's looking more guilty. I'm gonna need to...
If Mahiru didn't block the door, then Hiyoko did it. She killed Mahiru and blocked the door with her body. Hiyoko is the only killer I can think of. If Mahiru didn't block the door, then Hiyoko did it. She killed Mahiru and blocked the door with her body. Hiyoko is the only killer I can think of.
If Hiyoko moved the body, then she should be covered in blood.
So what, dumbass? There's a shower room inside after she moved the body. She just washed it up. The fact that Hiyoko was at the beach house
Shower room was...
can be proven by the footprints in the sand. Did you get all that, you bastard? So what, dumbass? There's a shower room inside the beach house. After she moved the body, she just washed it off in the shower. Allow me to cut through those words.
It was out of order.
Now, washing it off in the shower is impossible, because the shower in the beach house was out of order.
And you would have known that, Fuyuhiko, if you joined with us in our initial exploration of the island and not sulking by yourself.
Out of order?
I'm terribly sorry. I haven't had any time to actually repair it.
Then maybe she took her clothes off to move the body, and when she was done, she put them back on.
Well, apparently in the timeline it was an hour, so maybe actually, but
Are you saying I did something that perverted?
not the right word. Oh, because she couldn't tie it. She couldn't tie it. She can't get dressed by herself. Yep, that was brought up before.
Listen to me, Fuyuhiko. Hiyoko mentioned this before.
I mean, unless that was an elaborate ploy to make us think that, but I don't think so. Yeah, she was pretty embarrassed by it, so.
Which means Hiyoko can't change by herself. It's impossible for her to put on and take off her clothes.
What?
Oh yeah, she couldn't even tie her sash on her own. That's why she couldn't take a bath and
There's a few pieces of
bad.
evidence we'll close it in on Fuyuhiko, but Like the thing like the water bottles. I'm not, and then the window. We haven't addressed those things yet.
I didn't smell, and it only smelled a little.
Oh, wasn't changing inside the beach house prohibited in the first place?
Oh, and you're saying because it's like island rules, she would have been, you know, murdered by Monokuma?
Yes, if you broke the rules, I'm pretty sure Monokuma wouldn't have kept quiet.
Damn right! I'm such a stickler for the rules that even safari park rangers want nothing to do with me.
Yeah, but sometimes you can be convinced to bend them when, you know, you think it's fun or entertaining.
If she didn't change her clothes, then what did Hiyoko do with the blood that got on her?
Like I've been saying, the blood wasn't on me in the first place, because I never touched Mahiru's body.
Hey, if you think about it the other way around, does that mean whoever was covered in blood is suspicious?
Oh, you mean that? You mean Akane? Because she was covered in blood. Huh. Really? Good, I don't know if this is the case, but, good point, Kaz. Yeah.
Because if so, I believe Akane was soaked with blood when we all met up to go to the beach.
This is where we need Nekomaru's testimony on this. If it's true, then this is the most brazen act I've seen in a while.
Didn't I tell you that was because I got beat up by Coach Nekomaru?
And will he testify to that?
I can attest to that.
Okay.
If I hadn't gotten that rough with her, she never would have backed down.
Okay, there we go.
Doubting me of all people. You got some nerve. All right, I'll bend your body in half so you're stuck in a bowing position for the rest of your life.
Wow.
That actually sounds pretty cool.
The hell it does!
Hey, more importantly, I'm okay now, right?
I'm glad we got that out of the way. It was something I was wondering about, so I'm glad we got that squared away.
It's okay that I'm not the killer?
If this means you'll tell us the truth of what you saw, I'm willing to believe that.
Yeah, seems like it.
See, I already told you. There's no way I'd kill Mahiru.
So you'll cooperate, yeah?
Because Mahiru taught me how to wear a kimono, and she was very, very kind.
That she was.
There's no way I would kill a nice person like her. Why wouldn't you believe me earlier?
Because you're obfuscating what we're trying not to all die. You need to help us here.
You guys are stupid! Stupid, stupid, stupid! Hyoko, please don't cry. Everything is fine now, right? Shut the hell up, pig barf! I hope you get a hangnail and die!
Oh man, just when she gets a bit of sympathy, she does this.
I'm sorry for being pig barf.
Don't just take it, Mikan. You had that one thing at the diner where you seem to be able to bring out some what would I say? Some assertiveness. You know, you need to work on that. Make it a skill. Yeah. So the question is, how involved? Like, did he? It's the question of, is he the murderer? If not, what did he do? Did he arrange the body, or did he murder and then someone else arranged the body? It's confusing.
Hey, Hiyoko. Now that our suspicions have been addressed, can you tell us the truth?
Huh?
Yeah.
Even though you're not the killer, you still went to the beach house, right?
Yeah, she did.
Like I said. It was a trap.
Doesn't matter. Tell us what you know.
Yeah, I got that already. So, can you give us the details about that trap?
I would like to know too. It might lead to some kind of clue.
Fine. You want me to talk, huh?
Yes, please.
Earlier this morning, Mahiru was the one who came up to me. She asked if we could meet up later.
Huh? But didn't you say earlier?
Well, she was lying.
Damn it! So that was a lie?
'Cause I thought it'd be doubted if I admitted it. So I figured it was better not to say anything.
So, what was your answer to Mahiru's invitation?
I told her it was fine. I mean, I didn't have a reason to say no. Unlike everyone else here, Mahiru was someone I wasn't embarrassed to be seen with.
You always have to say something snide.
Yeah.
At the time, we were supposed to meet around 2 p.m., but around noon, there was a letter inside my mailbox.
Oh, see, this would be this. You should have told us
letter?
this.
Yeah, this one.
I was going to tell you in person, but I couldn't find you, so I put this in your mailbox. But yeah, change the place. When you come to meet you in a second. Yes. Yep. So this is so crafty.
I saw this letter and went to the beach house at that
But
time.
I feel like there was a lot of opportunity for this to mess up.
I can prove it with this. This letter. Doesn't it look like its contents are different from the letter Mahiru had?
Oh yeah. Yep.
Mahiru's letter said to meet at 2:30 p.m. But in Hyoko's letter,
Whoa! The meeting times are off.
Yes.
it's also strange that both letters wanted to change their meeting spot to the beach house. It would be plausible if one of them said it. But for both letters to say the same thing?
Yeah.
Hyoko, since you wrote it, what do you think?
I'm glad I wasn't overthinking it.
Like I said, I never wrote the letter. How many times do I have to tell you?
Both.
I see.
Both of them.
The killer must have forged both letters.
The killer forged them so they could manipulate their actions. Yeah, that's how we should think about it.
That seems very likely. In fact, if you compare both
They're written
letters-
almost exactly the same.
Confirmed! Just as I assumed.
Yeah.
The handwriting is the same. The content of the letters
All right, let's
matches
check
too.
everyone's signature and handwriting.
Like this part. I was going to tell you in person, but I couldn't find you, so I put this in your mailbox. This part. It seems there's someone who wants to interfere with our meeting. And this part. Let's keep it a secret. Until then, let's try not to see each other for a while.
The killer forged both of those letters.
Yes.
In doing so, they were able to control Hyoko and Mahiru to do their bidding, like a netherworld puppeteer.
Oh yes.
Oh, they completely tricked me. And then Mahiru's killer. How mean! Give me back Mahiru!
I feel similarly.
Really? This is really terrible. I've offered to help so many times. But the killer this time didn't discuss their plan with me at all.
Oh, didn't they? I don't know. I just know there's the one. The only people who have been having contact with Nagito are us that one time, Mahiru, and then Chiaki offered to go. Well, she didn't offer. She said she was gonna go see him, right? Am I remembering that right?
It's all my fault. I'm so ashamed of being unreliable.
Here we go again. Once we let our guard down, this happens.
Yeah, he's a bit of a broken record at this point.
We can just lightly punch him to death later.
Fair enough.
So based on what the letter said, you went to the beach house at 2 p.m., right, Hyoko?
What's most important is what happened afterward.
Yes.
What on earth happened there?
We need this.
I fell asleep.
Is it sad that I believe her?
Why'd you fall asleep? It's not like I wanted to. I think I was forced to get a whiff of some kind
Oh.
of medicine or something.
How?
Medicine? That medicine. Could it be?
That
Did they get it from the drugstore?
that casts some suspicion on Mikan.
I thought that place seemed unsafe. They even have prescription medicines laying out in the open.
What would that be? What is that? Is that chloroform? Or is that a poison?
If you were aware of that from the start, you should have done something about it.
Not a bad point. Not a bad point, Kaz. That's the second good point he's raised. Mikan should have, like, let us know, and we should have done something about it.
Sorry.
Yeah.
When I woke up, I was inside a small closet.
Okay.
And when I rushed out, I saw Mahiru's body.
You should have... It's just like with Teru, man. You should have just been honest with us. But she obviously thought that her story would be too much to believe. I can get it, but I still think that was the wrong strategy.
And that's why you ran out of the beach house in
Unless,
such a panic.
you know, I'm sure story-wise we'll get to the truth, so maybe it's like all well said ends well.
I was scared. I was really, really scared. Really scared that I couldn't help, but...
The killer probably planned to frame Hiyoko from the start. And for that reason, they summoned Hiyoko before Mahiru, put her to sleep, and shoved her inside the closet.
So, by that theory, the killer wanted to make it seem like Hiyoko is the one who arranged the body to look like that, so that she could, what, implicate another person? Okay.
So their reason for blocking the door with Mahiru's body was to make Hiyoko leave her footprints as evidence.
Well, there's that. But it could have been like a 2-for-1 thing. Block the door and imitate what happened in the game.
Everything was done to frame Hiyoko as the
But that is a
killer.
good point. The fact that it forced Hiyoko to go out the one door.
That's horrible! I didn't do anything wrong, and I was framed by Mahiru's killer!
Hiko's been pretty quiet this whole time.
Hiyoko, please do not cry. We believe you.
Is it really okay to believe her so easily? She might be faking those tears, you know.
She could be, but, you know.
This'll never end if you keep being so suspicious.
Isn't that what a class trial is all about?
No, it's about being open-minded and following the evidence.
The only way to survive is to be suspicious. This is where we go to thoroughly doubt each other.
No, this is where we follow the evidence.
So if you believe in each other so easily, then there's definitely something wrong with you.
It's not... we don't have to believe each other easily. The various testimonies can be corroborated with evidence.
You're wrong, Fuyuhiko. We aren't supposed to doubt each other here. We're supposed to work together.
Yep.
The class trial is where we cooperate with each other, work hard, and aim for victory.
He's correct.
The killer and everyone else. Two hopes attempting to grasp the one true hope.
Of course, he's got to make it weird.
Two hopes clashing with each other is poetry in motion. That is what a class trial should be.
Is he gonna be like this forever? Is it like, you know, you expect Saionji to just be rude with every other comment she says, and Fuyuhiko will always be himself, and Nekomaru will always, you know, be yelling, and this is just him forever. Mikan's timid. Peko is competent and polite. Like, just... Okay.
Seriously, which side are you on?
He's on his own side, really.
I'm on the side of the absolute hope that can overcome any despair.
And that sounds nice.
And I believe that absolute hope exists at the point where two hopes clash.
Your stance is neither white nor black, but gray. And you do not yearn for your life, or even for victory.
Jeez, I wish he'd just side with the enemy already so I can believe what he's saying.
Let's stop. Believing every little
Ultimate
thing
Despair
Nagito
really
says is a waste of time.
Ultimate Despair really screwed with Makoto, huh?
Yeah, we need to figure out who Mahiru's killer is.
There should be a new clue contained in what Hyoko has told us. So, let us believe Hyoko's words and discuss it once again with everyone.
Yep, yep. The debate proceeds when you assume you can believe each other.
How much more? Usually there's a break in the class trial, right? I wonder how much longer this will be.
That's the right way. That's the splendid power of teamwork. Hey, what do you think of that, Monokuma? I'm not gonna let you have the outcome you want.
Good work, Monomi. You got him.
Whoa, he's sleeping.
It's also kind of an ineffectual rope there if she can just slip her hands out.
Dumbasses. You bastards don't know anything. If you're stupid enough to trust each other, the only thing waiting for you is the bitter truth.
Why do you say that? What bitter truth? What do you think you know? Is what I'm wondering. Because unless we reveal who among us is Mahiru's true killer, there's no way we'll survive. Oh, I think we're at the break. Nice. Okay. Okay, let's...
Well now.
Go ahead, just spoil it. Yeah, I think we'll feel under that. I wonder if that's a reference to something.
Correct! You say Nanu in German when you're surprised.
I don't think you do, but I don't speak German, so I don't know enough to contradict him. Yeah. Yes, please. Okay.
I'm Monami, and my heart is throbbing like crazy right now.
I'm sure it is. Okay. Well, that went much more smoothly than last time, and it felt good, you know. When the game's going, it feels good. It feels good when I'm going at the same pace the game is. So hopefully I just never run into a situation like last episode again, but knowing this game, that probably won't be the case. But man, it can be fun, you know? And of course, because this is a pretty, well, this is a, I know a good amount of people like the Danganronpa series, and it got that way because it can be fun, and I got to feel that again this episode. So I hope, well, I'll talk about thoughts on where I think the trajectory of this case is going, but until then, I hope you all have a good night, a good day, wherever you are, and I'll see you next time.